Welcome to SpiceCandies. We're making a jam today, and I know what you're thinking. Eggplants? Really? Have you gone mad? No, I haven't. This is actually a Moroccan recipe, and I've been experimenting with it for quite some time. This is one of my favorite jams. This is really, really good. If you think I'm wrong, try one. Try it once. You'll get love. You can't stop eating that. So, if you want to skip to the cooking step, just step forward whatever is listed over there. If not, I'll give you a very brief explanation of what I'm doing here. So we have three key steps. One, make sure you find the smallest ones you have. The smallest one you can find, because the small ones that are not longer than your finger, forefinger, or thumb for that matter, it doesn't matter. They don't have seeds in them, or the seeds are so tiny they won't matter. That's one thing. Second thing is make sure you add more sugar, because this is not a fruit. It doesn't have any sugar in it. What I do is I add 100% sugar to compensate for the lack of fruity sugar, for that matter. You have to do that. Now, some people do like to add lemon and cinnamon and other spices. I like them as is, but feel free to change to whatever you like. Okay, think enough chit chat, let's get started. First things first, I'm going to chop the stems. I'm just peeling this off away, like so, and then I'm cutting. Okay, next step. We'll need to puncture these. I'm literally getting to the middle of it. And I'm making about 1 centimeter divided holes all along the length. Right, so we have holes all along the length. Hope you can see that. And let me do another one. Just puncture, make sure you get to the middle of it. And take some spacings. That's 3/8 for you imperial guys. Spacing. And there we go. And the reason is that these are bitter. Really, really bitter. So we have to get this bitterness out. This is the next step. We have to boil these for 20 minutes. Let me finish all that and I'll see you then. All these are holed, punctured. Let's weigh these. We have 400 grams. 0.0. Nice. 39.9. Okay, not 400 grams. I'm just kidding. It's 400 grams. And what we're going to do next is we're going to put these in a pot. We're going to fill this with tap water, and then we're going to boil these for 20 minutes. Meaning once it simmers, you let it simmer on for 20 more minutes, and then you turn it off. Let's get started. Heat on. This is a medium burner on high heat. And I'm going to keep the high heat going on until we reach the first simmering. This is tap water, okay? So let's get started. This will take some time, so I won't show you all of that. It's going to be a waste of your time. It's simmering. We're on our way. Make sure you mix these guys gently. Don't use any considerable amount of force because you'll damage them. They're sensitive now. And they do float. So we want to switch between those that are floating and those that are at the bottom. As you can see, they're losing their lovely purplish color into a brown color because of the heating, but that's okay. We'll keep at it for 20 minutes and I'll show you what I do next. 20 minutes have passed. Cooking time is over. Literally cooking. Now you can see they have lost all their shimmer. They are softer, considerably softer, And if you look at the liquid there, I'm trying to show you, it's a bit brownish. We're ready to go to the next step. Toss the water because we don't want that. It's better. Put some fresh water in it. Let them cool to room temperature, harden a bit, inflate a bit, and then we can start cooking. This is tap water. Actually a bit warm. Not too much though. I'll let these reach room temperature and release a bit more of their bitterness before we continue to the next step. Our eggplants have been cooked. They're ready. We had 400 grams of eggplants and we have 400 grams of sugar. We'll cover these with water, not too much because they do have a lot of water in them that they need to excrete. Roughly about 2/3 cups of water here. This is my jam scoop. Use this only for jams. Now they're really soft now, so don't abuse them. If you can't move them, just shake it. Like so. Right, let me sew that in the middle. Maybe a little bit more water, not too much. I'm always contemplating if I need more or I'm boiling them for a long time until I get the water out. So this is a problem always. But this looks okay. They do float, so if you add too much water, they'll just keep on floating on top, so it doesn't really matter. At the moment, these are on high heat, and as soon as they start to simmer, I'll lower the heat to medium to low. And I'll just squeeze it over the sift, because this one has a lot of pips there. I don't want in them, I just want the juice. Oops. One fell in. I have to extract it later on. Right, we got them. Haha. Roughly 20 minutes have passed, and you can see some of these are starting to be translucent to some extent. They won't all get that way, but it's going to be just fine. In the meantime, I'll let those simmer slowly. And a key point in making jam or marmalade or whatever you like to call it is go slow, because if you hurry up, only the extremities of your fruit will get the sugar. The inner core will not get it. So slowly but surely let the sugar blend into the fruit or vegetable in this case. Very slowly, no rush. And as you can see, now I can stir them better because we still have a lot of water to evaporate, but the sugar has dissolved fully. So we have a little bit more room, and I told you we don't need too much water. You can see yourself how much water I have to evaporate right now. It's quite a lot. I'll need at least 40 more minutes at this rate. So take your time, no rush. Unless it's almost 11 o'clock at night like it's here. But hey, we'll manage. And thanks for coming along for the ride. We're done. We just passed the test. Our liquid there is a jam. And as you can see from the seeds here, let me shake that for a second. Very carefully because this is boiling hot. You don't want to touch this because it's going to give you a definite burn. So I'm turning off the heat, and as you can see, one of our eggplants has broken up and released some seeds here and there. That's fine, they're already candied. So you can see these guys are fairly transparent. Very sweet, very tasty. I'll let these cool off and we'll pour them into jars at 72 degrees Celsius. Wow, it's near to midnight. The time does fly when you have fun. So this is really getting thick. It's already at 70 degrees, roughly 72, 71. It's getting nice and cool, and we can pour it. I have 2 strawberry jam jars here. That'll do the trick. Move things around here. And we'll very carefully fill her up. You can see the color. It's really nice and brownish. You can just start to put these in very gently. If you've never made a jam before, this is not the first one you want to try. Try something fruity like strawberries or any other fruit you like. But if you do want to make this one, I can highly recommend it. Right, I think this is almost ready. Let's put a few more in there. And if you do make a jam at home, you don't add preservatives like I do. First of all, you have to put it in the fridge. After it cools, I'll let it cool overnight. And second thing, what you want to do is never extract a fruit or take some out of it with a used spoon. Always use a fresh spoon to scoop some of the jam or the fruits if you're making a marmalade, because otherwise you'll have fungi growing there really fast. Right, so I think we're ready. We don't have a lot of liquid. This is not an intense liquid jam. It is very sticky and very hot. And you have somebody riding along with a bike, as you can hear. Forgot to close the window. There we go. I'll put some in each. This is the one that broke off, so I'll put a half in each. A bit more liquid here. And that's it for tonight, guys. It's near midnight and I'm really tired. So, let these cool off. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and have a sweet day, and I'll see you soon.